Divorce is definitely like a death. It's like someone punched me in my stomach, in my gut, and just like took my air out of my body. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I'm scared. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. I'm going to leave my home that I've been in for 20 years and rebuild a life that wasn't supposed to be alone. It was supposed to be with him. It's still hard. Rebuilding your life at 51 years old.
Welcome back. Today, we're covering the story of a 51-year-old woman who ended her 20-year marriage, convinced it was the beginning of a better chapter. But after the divorce was finalized, the reality of that decision proved far more difficult than she had anticipated. Let's begin with the moment everything officially came to an end.
4.5 long years. It is finally over. It's over. I am now a divorced woman. And I knew when this happened and when I got the final word, I knew I would have different emotions, and I tried preparing for them. But I don't know how you actually prepare for it, because what I feel like is like someone punched me in my stomach, in my gut, and just like took my air out of my body. And I'm not crying over the fact that we're no longer together. I'm crying over the fact that none of it should have happened like it happened. And there's this sadness inside of me that like it's going to somehow affect our grandchildren and generations to come. And I just hate that, I hate that. And God, I wish I hated him. Oh my gosh, I wish I hated that man. But I don't hate him. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay, but I'm not going to lie. I'm scared. I'm scared. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. I'm going to leave my home that I've been in for 20 years and rebuild a life that wasn't supposed to be alone. It was supposed to be with him. But don't get confused. Do not get confused. My life is good and I am blessed. But it's still hard. Rebuilding your life at 51 years old. Trying to find a place to live. Probably relocating to a new city or a new state. It's a lot. But I'm going to do this. You just watch and see. I'm going to be better.
Before feeling sympathy based on one emotional moment, it's important to look at the full picture. A single clip rarely tells the entire story, and the decisions leading up to it often matter just as much as the outcome. In this case, the marriage included years of shared responsibilities and family life before it came to an end. Now, let's continue the story and see what happened next.
You're going to be completely honest. We knew pretty early on who they really were. They showed us. And I know this for a fact because people can't hide their true colors for a long time. I mean, I have to be completely honest with myself, which I don't enjoy doing, because then I have to see all my faults and all of the things that I did that led up to the end of my marriage, the breakup of relationships, and that's the hard part. But I'm going to do the hard part because I'm not going to continue this pattern. I've had this pattern my whole entire life, and I refuse to continue. So from now on, instead of talking so much about what happened or what was done, as I like to say, maybe to me, which makes me sound like a victim, and I'm not, I am going to focus on my role in things and what was broken inside of me that allowed the things to happen. I knew not to get married. Pretty long time ago, knew not to do this, but I did it anyway. Why? Fear? Yeah. What were my fears? Afraid of being alone. I was a single mom with 5 children. And here came this man that I thought was going to rescue me and save me. And he did, actually. He did. But the problem was, by allowing that to happen, I put my whole being into this man. And I was no longer myself anymore. So I have been spending the last few years trying to figure out who the hell I am. Why I do the things that I do.
At 51, she says she's still trying to discover who she really is. And that's the part many viewers find most surprising. After everything that's happened, the focus remains on finding herself rather than reflecting on the decisions that shaped her journey. From his perspective, this isn't simply about self-discovery. He believes it reflects a desire for greater independence after years of marriage and family responsibilities. She also openly acknowledges that she wasn't always the best parent and admits she could be controlling. Let's see what she says next.
I would describe me personally as a parent because I don't even know what a parent is. I would say I was more like a mentally unstable, controlling bitch back then. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of how I was. Thank God my children are mentally stable and they are able to forgive me for so many things because they realize I'm not the same person that I was when they were growing up. Now, I'm no longer mentally unstable, nor am I controlling. The bitch part?
You can share as many happy photos as you like, but over time, people tend to judge actions more than social media posts. From his perspective, the conversation avoids discussing the decisions that led to this point. He believes this could have been an opportunity to reflect on the lessons learned. Instead, he argues the message being shared sends a different impression to younger viewers. Let's watch the next clip and see why he feels that way.
This is a message to the one who will be moving in after I move out. First, let me start by saying congratulations. You're going to move into a beautiful home. It does need some work. It has to have the roof replaced and some things like that. And he's going to do that for you because he wants to impress you. When I moved in, we did all kind of stuff. But I just need you to know that every room in this house is going to have a memory of me. It is. I hope you don't have a hard time with that. Like y'all's bedroom that y'all are going to share. We did so many things in that bedroom. Oh my gosh. Stuff I can't even talk about on TikTok or I will get thrown off. And if you want to go from that room into another one and think you're going to make that y'all's bedroom, we did it in there too. Every room of this house, every room, kitchen, dining room, living room, game room. That pool table will support a lot of weight, a lot more than you might think. And I'm not saying this to be petty. I'm just saying you just need to understand that a lot of memories were made here. A lot of memories. And so, yes, you can paint it. It's going to need new painting and some new floors and stuff and make new memories, but just don't be surprised if the memory of me pops up in his mind occasionally. And the pool, oh my gosh, you are going to love that pool this summer. However, if you've got a problem of us being, in that pool, you'll have to get him to dig you a new one. Yeah. Diving board on there too. But the slide? Oh, no, girl, you're fine with that. We were too big to go down the slide, so no. Oh, but the boat that you're going to enjoy this summer?
The frustration is becoming harder to hide. Even while saying she's moved on, her emotions continue to come through in what she shares. Many viewers have noticed that since the divorce, she has continued posting emotional videos while insisting she's doing fine. Let's watch the next clip and hear what she has to
I
say.
spend a lot of time by myself, and I'm not usually lonely. I enjoy my own company. But today's been different. The last couple of days have been different. And I just have to shake this off. I have to get through this. And I will. I always do. But I let my guard down. And I knew better. Won't make that mistake again.
This is his perspective on the situation. He believes it's possible to appear confident online while still struggling with the reality of past decisions. From his point of view, her former husband has moved on, while she continues to reflect on whether leaving the marriage was the right choice. His advice is straightforward. Take relationships seriously, pay attention to potential warning signs, and think carefully before making long-term commitments. Stay focused on your goals, make thoughtful decisions, and let your actions speak for themselves.